What's up, fish friends? I haven't made a video in a long time, mostly because I don't really do much anymore. The only thing I really do with this tank is sit and watch it. That's about it. I still love this tank though. It's going on about 3 years, but crazily enough that I've had it in March, no, February, I'm sorry, February. It's a long time. I actually had a chance recently, about a month ago, to get a free 75-gallon tank. My in-laws go to church with someone who was giving it away. They were looking for someone to essentially help them tear down the tank, and I could take it for free. The stand, the fish, the whole setup. It's a really good deal. But I was kind of hesitant because a 75-gallon tank, as cool as it is, it's a little bit too big for me, personally. They say, more water is better, but honestly, I feel that, which is one reason why I love this tank. Some easier tanks, the maintenance part itself is a lot easier. Like this tank, I get in, get out, clean it, that's it. For me, a 75-gallon tank's a little bit overwhelming. Honestly, about the biggest tank I think I'd want to do is a 55-gallon. 55-gallon or like a 60 breeder. Ooh, look at that, we got wide angle. Yeah, the video quality isn't as good on wide angle for some reason. Change it back to that. So, I did a trim recently on this Rotella Indica, and I think it looks a lot better. Sorry if I'm kind of out of it. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning. It's now 1 o'clock in the morning, so I'm kind of tired. Yeah, like I said, I did a trim on this. It was like it was so long, it was curling over, essentially, sort of, and was going all the way almost over here. And the tank looks kind of different now, honestly, since I've trimmed it. Probably because it was blocking out light. So, speaking of light and growth and all that, I swear, I literally do nothing with this tank. I mean, things don't grow at like rapid speed. They grow pretty slowly and low tech. I don't even dose it either. I don't have any nutrients that I feed it or anything. I think it gets nutrients from all the fish waste. So, because I have 24 white clouds in here. So, yeah, I literally do nothing to this tank except for water changes. Sometimes, honestly, I don't even do those. I forget for a while, or I get busy and I just don't do them. I actually have to get in here and clean out the substrate a bit. It's because I haven't done it in a while. It's kind of a pain in the ass to do, so that's why I don't really do it very often. I should more often, but I'm thinking about changing out some of the white clouds. I'm thinking about trying some regular ones again, just for a little mix up, I've had these guys for a long time. Well, at least half of them, but in general I've had the gold white clouds for a very long time. About a year and a half, so it's going on 2 years. So the reason I've kept them mostly is because I like the colors on them, and they're super hardy. Ever since I've had them, honestly, I think only 2 have died. Others have jumped out because the back of my tank was not covered completely. But I wouldn't really consider that dying from illness, so I don't count that. But in terms of like actual illness, like fish just randomly appearing not well or sick and then dying, I think it's only happened like twice. One of them was recently, so I might That LFS around here is a fucking joke, honestly. Anywhere I call around, nobody has fucking White Clouds, or they have them for like a day and they're gone. So I'll probably end up ordering them from Aquahuna.com, which is where I ordered some of these guys from. About half of these guys I got from LFS about a year and a half ago for $1 a piece. I had bought, I think, 25 of them or something like that, and over time about half of them had jumped out. So, and then I replenished them with the ones that I bought from Aquahuna, and that's what I've had ever since. Which is crazy because none of the fish from Aquahuna, as far as I know, have died. That's nuts. They can mail you fish, in the mail, and they'll survive. They took a little while to color up, but hey, they're just fine. You can't really tell from here that they're slightly different looking from the ones I already had, but if you get up like close, they're a little bit lighter. I don't know if you can tell here or not. I can't even tell, honestly. All these cherries are doing good as far as I know. Excuse me. I wish I could do another little small tank just for cherry shrimp. That would be super cool. Plus, honestly, I could, take all the cherries out of here and put them in another tank or something, and then add some different fish in here. One of the reasons why I don't add any different fish in here is because I don't want some other fish to eat the fucking cherries. White clouds seem to be one of the more versatile fish where they won't eat the cherries for some reason. They'll devour the hell out of the snails, though. I'm not sure why. Look, if you look over here, it's like a snail graveyard in the tank. I've seen them, like, look at this. You see this? Look, this is ridiculous. All these are empty snail shells that the white clouds have ate. I've seen them viciously attack a snail one day. I don't know why they leave the cherry shrimp alone, but they eat the snails. Go figure. Seems kind of weird in my book. Whatever. I mean, I don't really care about the snails anyways. It's not like I bought them. They just, kind of hitchhiked with the plants. I'm not pulling them out or anything, but I don't really care either way. So it is what it is. They're kind of neat to see, I guess, once in a while. You see them floating around shit like these ones here. I thought about getting some assassin snails and just completely clearing them out, but I'm not hateful towards them or anything, they're part of the ecosystem, essentially. Whatever, I don't care. Sometimes I feel like they do some good. They might clean up some of the algae, although honestly I don't really get algae in this tank. I guess I've just been lucky. So, as you've seen in some of my previous videos I used to, the really bad like cyanobacteria, algae, whatever the hell it is, where I had to do a blackout for like 3 days. Let's see if we can focus on this. Well, you can focus on some of the fish. So yeah, I feel like it might be a nice little contrast of having the silverish color white clouds here with the golden ones. The only bad thing is that if I get like 10 or 15 of them, I'm gonna have to give some of these guys away because the tank is too small. It's too small for that much fish, unfortunately. I thought about upgrading in the future, maybe to a little bit bigger one, like a 40 long maybe, or 55 gallon, but damn it, I don't want to, because I've had such... First of all, I love this tank. I've had luck with it ever since I set it up. This is the only tank I've ever had where I've actually been able to not only keep plants alive, but they grow. And I think it has something to do with the depth to height ratio, or whatever you'd like to call it. Being that it's only 12 inches, it's not very tall, so the plants get better light penetration. which still seems odd to me because I just have a crappy little Phoenix Stingray. That's all I've ever had, and yet they grow. So some of these plants slowly over time, mind you, will grow bonkers. Oh, like look at this this Cryptbalense. Nuts. It was not this big when I got it. Yeah, these are also Cryptbalense over here. There's quite a bit of them, as you can tell, but for some reason this one's bigger. I think this was a separate plant. I think I got this from another place compared to the rest of these. So might have something to do with it, but still, that's nuts. I want to fill in this side a little bit with something when I get a chance, Think about some kind of easy plant like water sprite or water wisteria. And I need to get rid of this jungle val because it's weird. It doesn't grow like tall, but it shoots runners out everywhere. It's kind of annoying. I wish it would grow like tall. See, like if you look back here, I didn't plant it over here. They shot runners all the way over here. But like I said, they won't grow tall, so it's kind of aggravating. Kind of like defeats the purpose of it. I might as well just like have, dwarf sage. But in my experience, they're kind of like the same for some reason. They've never really grown for me. This is about the most I could ever get jungle val to grow. Shooting off these little runners. I don't know why it won't grow taller. Maybe I have to trim it, but I haven't tried that. Cryptwinty, always grow bonkers. But this Crypt Forest here, yeah, nuts. I think I need to maybe possibly do a new aquascape. Completely change shit up a little bit, because it's looked like this for a long time. But I don't really mind it. I'm not like heavily into the aquascaping thing. I should add maybe some driftwood too, but driftwood is so expensive, and it's hard to find like a good piece. I'm kind of picky about that. So I think I do have the original piece I used to have in here, but it's a little bit too big for this tank, which is why I never put it back in. See if it'll focus on this damn shrimp. Come on, focus. Damn it. A little bit. Hey, about that. Cool.